Hi guys, this is Max here. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. It's come the day. Yep, I hope you're all having a great time together with your families. And today I'm going to make hopefully another great political video. Now, I could not think of any good special topic to cover here on this very special day. So if you have any suggestions, please write it in the comment section down below. But I did find a few very interesting things to talk about, and one of them include the retirements which we can expect for the House of Representatives in 2022. Now, I want to go through the all House and Senate retirements. I want to go through all of them. I believe it's important to cover it, and I really hope you're going to enjoy this video. Now, let's go. Now, of course, we got some retirements in states like Vermont. Peter Welch, who is running for the U.S. Senate in order to replace Patrick Leahy, who just announced his retirement. Vermont is my home state, some of you probably already know, and I actually always liked Patrick Leahy. He was a nice guy, and he was kind of your good, caring old grandpa style politician. But Peter Welch, well, let's see how he does. Now, other than that, there are a couple of other people who are no longer running for re-election in order to seek higher offices, like Tim Ryan in Ohio, for example. His district will go red, though, if it's not going to be drawn out, so yeah. Butterfield, like J.K. Butterfield, he's not running for re-election, I believe, because North Carolina drew him into a much more competitive district, and therefore it will be more difficult for him to win. The incumbent representative from Georgia's 10th district is running in a primary to unseat the incumbent attorney general, no, Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger. So he's seriously going to go from the House of Representatives to just the Secretary of State in Georgia just because he hates this guy called Raffensperger so much. Oh, yeah, it's not a good idea. Anyway, there's Mo Brooks, who's running for Senate. There's also Charlie Crist, who's running for governor. Val Demings, who's running for Senate. Lots of people are seeking higher offices. There are a couple of people who retire without seeking anything else, like Philman Vela. That guy probably believes that his district will trend so far to the right that he's gonna lose. Ann Kirkpatrick is kind of old, so that's probably the reason why she's retiring. Ron Kind, he's been in there for quite a while. It's his 13th term, and also his district, which used to be pretty solidly blue. In 2012, the Republicans didn't even run a candidate in there. But now it's pretty much a swing district, and I just don't think he wants to go through a competitive campaign again. Cherry Bustos is not running again because his district is the only Illinois district that actually got bluer thanks to redistricting. I mean, redder thanks to redistricting, along with these deeply Republican districts in southern Illinois. But anyway, he's not running again. Adam Kinzinger is also not running again, probably because his district got drawn out. I believe it's now a very blue district, or even if it is not, I actually believe it's still a red district, but he will just not win another primary election. And if he's trying to tell you he's retiring because he wants to run a more national movement, he's just lying because he knows he's not gonna win again. It's over for him. That's just it. Now, those are the most important retirements in the House. Jackie Spicer is retiring. Maybe Nancy Pelosi could retire this year or next year. Her time's running out either way. And of course, Connor Lamb, he's also running for Senate. But this year we're seeing more Democratic retirements in the House and Republican retirements, at least so far. Last year it was reverse. And in the Senate, I don't think they have a list for 2022 retirements, but I can show you them. There are, as far as I'm concerned, I believe there are five Republicans that are retiring, and one Democrat. So if we go to a blank map, the five Republicans that are retiring are Richard Shelby in Alabama, Richard Burr in North Carolina, Rob Portman in Ohio, and then of course his name is Pat Toomey in Pennsylvania and Roy Blunt in Missouri. Now, and Patrick Leahy is retiring for the Democrats in Vermont. So that's basically it. Those are the retirements for the United States Senate. And yeah, that's basically how it'll look like. Now, how are these races going to go? Pennsylvania and North Carolina, they're competitive, but Alabama, Missouri, Ohio, they're probably going to go Republican, and Vermont's going to go Democrat for sure. We all know that. In the House, however, I believe from the retiring seats, there will be a couple of them which are going to flip to the Republicans. Those will be, I'd like to say, North Carolina's first district is going to go red, Wisconsin's third, I believe Pennsylvania 17th as well, because it was very close in 2020 and Donald Trump actually won it on the presidential level. Tim Ryan, his district is also going to go red if it's even still going to be there. And I also believe that Charlie Crist's district in Florida is going to flip because now it's a more competitive district than it was before. And yeah, okay. And Kirkpatrick's district as well, yeah, it's going to flip. So there will be a couple of Democratic retirements that will increase the likelihood of having a district flip to the Republicans. I don't think that the Democrats are going to pick up any districts with retiring Republicans because none of them are really in swing districts. The one that I could really see the most is Illinois, number 18, Adam Kinzinger, but even that, it's still a red district overall. Now, what does this mean overall? Well, it means that it looks like there will be a couple of retirements in the House. There will be a couple of retirements in the Senate, but only in the House the incumbency will have any sort of an influence on the race whatsoever. Because in most cases, House races are not as representatives are not as well known as senators. And if you ask people who their representative is, lots of people won't even know the name. So the incumbency is not always an advantage in House races, but it still plays somewhat of a role. So the fact that you have more Democrats retiring in swing districts than Republicans is concerning for the Blues. And as I've said it so many times before, the Democrats must get their act back together and get this country running again, since they're the ones who are in charge of it as of right now. And even if they're not necessarily to blame for everything bad that happens, they're the ones who are in charge, so they're the ones who'll get all the blame. That's just the way it is. Now, I hope you liked this video. Likes, comments, and subscriptions are greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys next time. Happy Thanksgiving, and goodbye. Max out.